When are we gonna get a map of the town? Or the area?
That is actually a very...
Maybe some year. Maybe some year. Don't at me after Cyberpunk 2020 comes out, because I won't care.
Yeah, I
So
feel like they're just
basically
gonna go
you have to
dark for some
pray
weeks.
from now until April 17th. I sit down and do a map of the place. Not gonna happen though, probably.
Spoilers, God!
How much would I have to actually pay you?
How much would you actually have to pay an actual map maker? Because I wouldn't make it.
I have no ideas, but probably extortionate. Oh.
What kind of cartographical costs?
Not a single clue.
Hard word to say. Cartographical?
It's called cartography, so cartograph.
Map making.
I do map making goodly, sire.
Said it. The plebeian.
The person that can't even read.
Don't need to read to do maps, my lord. Don't need to read at all. Nothing to read except the land itself.
Ooh.
Get out of my court, nerd.
Get out of here, Dave. How'd you get
Hey,
in first place?
Knight to the Chad table. Check out this nerd.
Get me 4 horses. What? Yep, I need 4 horses. Why would you need those, my lord? Oh, just don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We're testing
Get
out
me
this new
some
thing
rope.
in Mongolia.
Okay. I'm grabbing the monster. I chugged the cup of coffee I had because it was getting cold.
Actually, nobody talk for a second so I could play the last time thing that Fred made, so it's in the recording.
Fuck you.
I have not the time for the proper
I'm
journey.
a free man.
Why is this indeed
Bingo.
missing? And there is some kind
Get
of
outta here,
serious plot
communist
behind her
Garth.
disappearance. We will not leave our compatriot behind. We
It's
must
not as if there's a deafen button
We shall.
on Discord.
Okay, fine. This is gonna be lost in the history. It's too much effort. Oh, actually, I could just leave the call. Hold up. I'm stupid.
I have not the time for a proper journal entry. Why is this indeed missing? And there is some kind of devious plot behind her disappearance. We will not leave our compatriot behind. We must find her, and find her we shall, one way or the other. I hope there is yet enough sand left in the hourglass.
Well, look who it is, all muted up and such.
I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you for saying something.
That's what I'm here for. Exactly that. Alright, now that I finished my purpose here today, thanks for playing.
Alright, Bill, see you next week.
Yeah, luckily we already have Fred to tell us preemptively before I even asked the question of what happened last time. But that being said, his fantastic recording technically doesn't really tell us what actually did happen last time, except that you guys were in a hurry. And that Wise has been kidnapped. But there's some more details than just those 2 facts in the equation here. So, you guys can't ditch it on Fred this week. That's why he's late today. He specifically waited so that he wouldn't have to do it. What happened last time? We know that Wise has been kidnapped. We know that you guys are in some relative urgent rush. What about the steps in between?
So, the first thing we did was backtrack and see if they just got plastered before even getting to Ian's house. Just like pre-gaming before Saints Day. After going to two bars, at the third one, the I want to say Writer's Crest?
Correct.
Yes. After getting there, we talked to the barkeeper, and she said, yeah, we saw them, and we followed the directions they gave us, and eventually found bits and pieces of Wise's equipment. When we couldn't find the rod, we used locate object to find it, and found Ringo, who I still want to find and kick the ass of. Because screw
Yes.
this guy.
What do you mean? He's such an upstanding and trustworthy individual. What are you talking about?
Yes, we had a very
He's been nothing but
gentleman's-
forthcoming with his information.
We had a very polite and etiquette-filled conversation where we gave him money back for the staff, and
750 gold.
yep, a fair trade.
Indeed.
After he told
Very
us,
fair.
hey, if you go talk to the guy that you were talking to a second ago about...
You guys didn't really talk to us. Wherever he opened the door, saw you guys, and decided it's
Interact
above
with
his
us.
pay grade.
Yeah, above his pay grade. That's a good way to describe his actions. But yeah, he said, hey, go back to that guy, and we went back to that guy, revealed that he is a fence of a sort. And, not of a sort, he's just a fence.
He is literally a fence. A
Talked
white
to him.
ticket one.
Talked to him, basically learned Ringo's a dickhead, and he hustled us, so we decided to get assistance.
No, not hustle. Hustle implies that he, was like playing you in some game or something. No, he scammed you, my friend. Scammed you.
Scammed is a much better word. Anyways, after
My
that...
favorite word back in
Just
TF2 days.
Yeah. We asked for assistance in hunting him down, and he ended the fence, who I can't remember the name of right now for some reason. I want to say it's
Arno.
Arno, okay.
It's like Arnold, except without the L and the D.
Yeah. The kind old gentleman, Arno, got us
Bald guy.
assistance.
Very bold.
Yeah. Got us assistance in the form of the dickhead wood elf that I'm not even going to try to remember the name of right now, because it's not...
Forest.
Thank you. I always
yes.
think Oswald, and I know it's wrong, that's why I don't even try.
Well, someday you'll have to learn Oris's name, because at some point you'll have to say his name, and if you say, I don't remember your name, he may actually just, have even lower views on you. Which would be pretty impressive, all things considered.
Honestly, yeah.
First name.
Just remember, Oris is from the forest.
Oh, that's...
Ah,
You definitely didn't do that on purpose.
Did not.
But it works. Anyways, Expedia...
I also would have named his sister something funnier too, other than Darcy.
I think Darcy's a... That one sticks. I don't know why it works.
It's a very specific name, that's why. Sometimes my names are randomly generated, sometimes I make them with purpose. I won't tell you which one hers is.
Anyways.
So?
My brain keeps stopping. So with his assistance, we ended up following Ringo's trail to find him, get our money back, get more information out of him, which in the future turned out, hey, this is most likely false, or 100% false. But we got our money back, minus a gold, so that's fine. And we ended up meeting a current companion, let's say. She just kind of appeared, and we were just like, let's go with it. Named Nadia.
Nadia, yep.
Also a gunslinger, who is on some quest of vengeance, or what have you.
She really wants a dead Scarlet Dervish. Scarlet saying... Wait, no. Yeah, Scarlet.
Yeah, Scarlet was right.
No, the Scarlet Segue now is like, which one? Whatever. So yeah, she wants a dead Scarlet Dervish.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, after you guys met Nadia.
See,
And talk.
I have trouble...
Dr. Marcone.
Yeah. We took her, went to talk to Marcone for a little bit, learned of 2 different locations that Ringo didn't tell us about that were in the city.
Well, he told you that unless his info is wrong, you guys just got played.
That, yeah.
Again.
Which, who do we want to trust? The guy that we were threatening to death, or the guy that kind of works with Tan a bit? Anyway.
I just love how smooth a transition Marcone has went from Royal Scribe to, yeah, he's the criminal boss. Just so smooth. No questions got asked. It's just, boom. And no one, it's like, that's it.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, because it's just like, well, what position would you have? You would be in the...
I mean, if you want to call him by his crime name, you can call him Vellum. That's his crime name. Vellum.
ooh, I like that. That's a good one.
Vellum's a very
like-
fantasy name, but Marcone sticks in my
Well,
head.
no, Vellum is like it's a material. It's a type of paper.
Oh, okay.
It's what scribes write on.
That makes
It's what's-
sense.
exactly. So you see why he's called Vellum.
That's a clever name. But
That's why I said it's a good one.
Good old boss Vellum.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fair boss. So yeah, go on.
Seems
Talk to Vellum.
Seems awfully
and then
nice
he-
for a criminal. Anyways, talk to that guy.
Hey, just because you're a criminal doesn't mean you're bad.
Fair.
It just means you do crime.
It means you do the illegal things. So after that, we went to Ian's house, got a little information, got a little items, I believe. I have trouble at this point, because my memory's faded out for some reason.
So, a detail you, Nikowak, did is that you all have been receiving little notes.
Oh, yeah.
With little white forget-me-nots.
Oh, yes.
White flowers.
One appeared in
yeah,
my
Darcy
pocket.
said that, in Heartlandic tradition, it means... Oh, shit, what does it mean?
It's like a funeral flower.
Yeah!
It's a
It
funeral
means
flower.
get the fuck out.
Well, not necessarily. It just means that you'll either be attending a funeral, which you guys likely will be, because, the memorial site is going to be opening up the day after, or that you'll need a funeral.
Yeah, you'll be attending your own funeral.
Death is coming.
Oh, and then Tandem got mind controlled, or like...
For a little bit. Just a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and after that, I'll help you fill in the gap in memory here. Afterwards, you went to the Grove, I think is how it's being colloquially referred to, the Margin Grove, quarters, where all the druids and rangers and just woodsy people hang out. They're in the middle of having basically a huge-ass barbecue cookout and stuff like that. You guys saw Abin again. Sans his partner, Philip, but, well, 50% not bad.
The important part, Chili.
Chili. His own Chili. And then Roshan discovered that he is one of the quote-unquote judges for the Hunt Cook-Off Showdown. Hunt Showdown, haha. Zinger. Later in the evening, at midnight. So we got that very vital piece of information that he's one of the judges.
Yes.
Pretty much the most important thing. Found out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really gives us like a time frame of when to save lives, because we gotta get involved in this cookout.
Yep. You guys followed Orist to his literal neck of the woods, and then he told you guys to just wait there because you guys are loud lumberfoots, and he went to go get his sister. He got supplied by his sister with a series of toxins, again, which hurt like a fucking... They hit like a truck. And also identified the Heartlandic language, the sort of literal flowery language, sub-language, I suppose, behind the Forget-Me-Not, which we just discussed. And also, due to Tandem getting in that 20 in persuasion, as well as kissing ass, serious ass, to Darcy, she also handed you guys another of the Fel Boon battle markings.
Very nice.
You guys also, in that time, used Ueda to contact Varric and Abigail, and they showed up. Varric wisecracking to his significant other that I told you anyway, Rifle Day. And that is that. Meta note, Varric has been switched from Shock Trooper over to Sharpshooter. Suits a boy like him, who was always sticking in one spot and staying in trenches, right? I just realized, though, he would be moving around a lot to heal people, so... Fuck. Temp HP and faster speed, or actual abilities using rifles? Now, fuck, we're gonna play test him being a sharpshooter this session. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is about it. So let me just give Sonia some new instructions.
After murdering her.
No, not yet necessarily.
Also, why aren't you in Faded the Roll20?
It's on his phone.
Oh, I'm...
He's a busy man. That being said, he should get on.
It'd probably be...
In case you need to make rolls. Let's see. What
the fuck?
Okay, that's way too happy. Also, I should not really listen to music. What the heck? That's a penis.
That's a gator, you doofus.
Nah, that's a penis.
Alright, we see where your mind's at.
I'm the youngest one here. Of course. it is like part of the job description.
Fair enough. But we're supposed to make all the dick
really
jokes, and you're supposed to groan at them as we don't take our game seriously. And then you murder us.
Oh, this is actually...
Or at least try.
This has some good... Okay, wait, hold on a fucking tarnation. Wait a second. Add 47 songs. I didn't ask for that. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, 50 songs later.
Fucking hell. I went to like the specific one too. That's so weird. Whatever. Repeat one. Bit of strange ambiance music. Alright, so you guys are, well, we start today's session with you guys at the edge of the Margin Grove quarters. You guys have successfully, it's like going to Costco, you successfully acquired a shit ton of samples of food on your way out. So, well, it definitely doesn't appease Edgar, but it's not a bad bite to eat.
We just have pockets full of like little toothpicks.
Yeah. So, Derek begins off the session in the same way I will. In fact, we're going to say the same thing. What's the plan? You guys all stand there like all eating like different pieces of like barbecue and stuff. You're like,
It's like
very a flat look.
I'm just taking bites and like prestidigitating the sauce off my.
Oh.
Give us a second, we're thinking. So,
out of game, yeah, like quiet. You guys had some, in my opinion, some good solid leads already, but of course, with the problems of having multiple solid leads is that which one is more solid, seemingly.
Okay.
So yeah, how are you guys pursuing this? You guys have some really good ideas. I really like the tactical stuff on that side.
I'm gonna go with one of Fred's ideas because I think it might be a fast turn down or possibility of future thing, which is talking mushroom.
I asked Fred if we in the case I managed to get caffeine and start early. Also, I'm getting a headache. That's really bad.
That's bad.
I'll solve that during the break. But I asked him what his input would be, and he has the following.
Ooh.
Do it in the voice. Do it in the voice of Tan, or don't do it at all.
He just says Gambison 50 times.
Gambison. I believe our best bet would be to.
Gambison.
He gestures to Oris. Track down Ringo again. Except this time when we question him. Tango, I swear to fucking God, that's fucking fucking shit in.
Cracking cat.
God damn it, child. Let go of the wire! Okay, be gone. Anyways.
Like 3 different
Except this time, we cannot trust his words. But, and he looks to you, Aminius. One can seldom hide their thoughts properly. Out of game, there's like a lot. There's a couple of things here, so yeah. So he would be more inclined to trust Marcone / Vellum, whichever name you want to refer to him as, his location picks as opposed to the one Ringo fed you guys. Understandably so. And he says here specifically, I'll read this word for word. He would also mention to the others that trying to sneak into the buildings is unlikely to work at worst and very difficult at best, as the group is clearly being watched, and that their movements have been for some time. TLDR, check out the buildings and find a way to scout them from outside if possible. 2, look for Ringo if the group insists. A little sub note here is that he would push hard against contacting City Guard, as that would endanger Wise's life.
Yeah.
And you be a narc.
I will give this part via Tam. I am also concerned that we know very little about Wise's abductors, but the abductors seem to know a great deal about us. And we've seen what has happened when we split up, one by one. We should stick together.
Yes, that is very true. So tell them. You should get some water. You don't sound well.
I have throat a little dry.
The durian has left weird effects on my throat. That stuff smells actually like it smells like a corpse. And how would you know what a corpse smells like? I don't. But I figure that's what it smells like. It doesn't. It doesn't.
There's no real way to make durian taste good, trust me. Lots of my family have tried.
Acker has like he looks like Wolverine, except instead of claws, it's like kebabs.
Oh my god.
It's like a flashback to when he was trying to like force himself to like puke when he was like still like all poisonous, except he's just jamming kebab after kebab in his mouth. Your mushroom. He holds it up to the mushroom person. I'm fine. Mushroom.
Here is a point for contention. Referencing the spore person that we don't actually have a name of, but I'm just gonna say spore person. Are you able
Mushroom person, spore person, shroomy? I don't fucking give a shit what you call them.
Name him Toad.
Yeah,
I think Nintendo would flag us if we did that.
Nintendo
has a really surprisingly very thorough policy on IP and copyright.
Mushrooms. It's like the FBI meme, except for it's Nintendo's lawsuits and lawyers.
Nintendo, open up!
Oh my god, we're getting swatted by the Nintendo Gestapo.
Gestapo. The KGB.
But yeah, however you want to refer to the mushroom person. So you gesture at them, and they tilt their head.
Are you able to possibly send your spores in to spy on them, or would you need more, dare I say, material for that one?
Spy?
Hey, similar to when we were working to find the Scornkin.
It blinks at you. What does spy mean?
How do you describe spying on...
Mario tugs at your sleeve? She tugs at your sleeve to bring you closer to whisper to you? I don't think they know what spying is. Also here, and she pops a hat on your head.
Oh, thank you.
Oh!
Thank Merrick. I actually forgot. He didn't. And we're at my place anyway, so...
It works out.
Grab something on the way up.
She tweaks the hat. Basically, it's...
Jaunty angle.
A jaunty angle. Basically, it's looking in on someone without them knowing it. And without getting caught.
And reporting to someone.
Bugbears talk.
Effectively, yes.
Like a liar and a sneak.
He looks at the mushroom person. The mushroom person still blinks. I'm incapable of producing enough spores to encompass the entire town to spy, as you say.
What about just like a one building? A building could be very big or very small, I don't know.
If you're wondering if I could track the person by sensing the spores he breathed in, I can do such.
Could you find Ringo?
You cut out.
Could you find Ringo?
I could.
Well, that makes it very simple.
There's a cost.
What's the cost?
He looks across all of you. I desire another sample. Not it! Happy to take this large step back.
What kind of sample?
Probably something similar to the horns.
Correct.
What was that?
Oh, nothing at all. Russian just kind of puts his hand in front of his mouth like he's thinking.
Don't touch my tusks.
Shavings of your tusk will be suitable.
It's a possibility. Let's not rely on that at this current moment. What other options do we have?
That's okay, though. Mine. Okay, that's a lot, but it'll be fine.
Well, okay, hold on a second. Barry holds up his hand. He points at you, Sanjay. Let's talk about other avenues before we start giving the mushroom person more of us.
Hey.
How bad can it be?
I don't want to find out how bad it could be, because I could come up with many creative problems that could have.
Oh well, it's not my horn. Not my tusks.
Your hair would be suitable as well.
Ding ding ding.
You want some hair?
If you're willing to give it.
Sure. But I should really defer to the group and wait first. Questioningly looks at everyone.
So, okay, other than Mushroom Person as Plan M. Oh, there's Fred. And you have 4 minutes.
Alrighty.
8.
Okay, so we have 4 minutes to come up with a plan.
We're just doing some planning.
Okay, so mushroom to potentially find Ringo. That's something. But spying on the 2 different locations. Actually, finding Ringo, we could specify down those 2 locations, so that would be a fairly good first step.
Well, keep in mind the locations Ringo gave you and the locations Marcone gave you are 2 separate.
Yeah, I'm referring to Marcone. I'm basically writing off the locations Ringo gave us.
Wise.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip the wise joke.
Good, Ars Verico is gonna execute you Commissar style.
Oh my god.
He's gonna take my own gun and shoot me in the head. Anyways. But yes, so mushroom to find Ringo. What were the other ideas that we had?
Look through the chat. That's the beauty of when we have text-based plannings, we can just read what our previous selves thought of.
There was the discussion of possibly trying to get a scope. Does Varric's rifle have a scope on it that we could use to watch the distance? No.
No, he's not a Farseer.
Gotcha. Right. Okay, that makes sense.
In technicality, the Farseers don't have scopes either. They're like basically the White Death. They just shoot things iron sight.
Damn, that's some good eyes.
Amazing.
It's as if they're called Farseers for a reason.
You know what? The comment was stupid in hindsight. Anyways.
Here, I'll look through it with you. I will
say
say before you guys go, like, locate object Ringo's hair, there's a locate creature spell, so don't think you could just get rid of that 4th level spell by using your 2nd level spell, alright? Don't fucking at me on that.
People are not objects, Rebecca.
Yeah. No objectifying people.
I'm sorry.
You guys discussed, locating, like, a chop shop dock. You know, like a Ripper dock, if we're talking about Cyberpunk.
There was sending
Doc's
the
Dead
animals
from
to go look at
Borderlands.
the different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have saved these.
I mean, they're technically saved right here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow, that was a terrible hiccup. Yeah, the main thing is just limiting down locations through monitoring. Stop focusing on it.
So, just in case I got forgotten, the 2 locales that Marcone, Vellum, however you want to describe them, told you about was that one is on the northern, as opposed to southern, like Ringo said, northern ports of town, and the other one was at the very sort of edge of the market district.
How far away, like, time of travel-wise is that?
You are literally diagonally opposite of the northern port. In town. Market district is northeast of you. Northwest. Yeah, northwest. Keep forgetting. Gotta flip it. Northwest of you.
Mm-hmm. Approximately how far would it be going from one of those locations to the other? In case we have to skedaddle.
Is it northwest? No, it would be northeast. My bad, I got it wrong. I was right the first time. Northeast, I would say if you wanted to skedaddle over to that neck of the woods. Again, Marco didn't necessarily describe exactly where it is in the market district. It is just that it's on the edge of it, on the northern side of it. If you want to head to that direction, I'd say probably, it's not that far, probably like 30 minutes.
Okay.
30 minutes through high traffic, Saints Day festival crowds.
Can you even think of a way to, like, try and find the people that are watching us without being super overt about it?
You had to describe to me how you go about doing so. Because if you say, I look for people looking at us...
I know. That's why I was asking if anyone had an idea, because I'm drawing a bit of a blank.
Yeah.
Huh.
We could go to we could have Orist trail behind us, and we could go to a very isolated place.
Hmm.
And have Uela as well in the sky.
That could be a potential way to limit down the options and also figure out a little bit more about people, or the people we're looking for, if we wanted to. Oh, that could also be a massive waste of time. And we don't exactly have a ton of time. Actually, we don't know how much time we have.
We do. Have till sundown to give him Tandem's equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, more than give Tandem's equipment, you have to have Tandem show up without his equipment. Tango, step off my Ultra Boost
Basically,
box.
I think what it is it would effectively be a trade of Tandem for Wise, I think? Or does the note not say anything about that?
The note doesn't say anything about trading. It just says
have
Tandem drop his equipment up here and then go here.
Okay.
By sundown. Or at sundown, rather.
Anyways,
Yeah, you guys have several, like, solid, like, methods,
avenues.
So... Yeah, so it's up to you. Like, in technicality, like, regardless of which one you pick, I think they're strong leads. So... Yeah. Nadia is willing to kick down the fucking doors of any building. She doesn't give a shit.
Uh-huh.
Oris is Oris. He's there. He's curious as to what you guys decide to do. Yeah. He's very much a people watcher.
I think attempting to have Orist find... If we were going to go after Ringo, having Orist try to find him first, then do the mushroom thing. Because I don't really want to get the mushroom more ammo, you know?
No, Mushroom Guy's fine. Look at him. He's just kicking his feet off of Acker.
He's adorable. Don't trust the adorable ones.
That's how wise.
Anybody have any qualms with that, like going after Ringo?
I have no qualms with that.
Okay. Now, the question is, how do we get Oris to... Or how do we help Oris to find Ringo at this point? Because before we had a lead of, he's going to be at this bar. Now we just kind of have to, if anything, backtrack and try to follow his trail from where we left him.
Oris, he might be a good tracker, but he's not a miracle worker, you know? He can't... Oh, let's find the footprints. We say looking around the Saints' Day activity. Like, he can't just magic up Ringo's tracks.
Well, what about blood and everything? Because Ringo was kind of limping away from that one, I'm guessing.
You could do that, but...
It wouldn't be easy.
Tango, get off my Ultra Boost
Also, hi,
box.
Fred.
Hello, Fred.
Hello.
Don't worry, you missed nothing, because we're still planning.
We're still kind of planning. So the sort of ideas we have is that, we could potentially hunt down Ringo, and I mentioned the mushroom idea you had, and they said, I can't really spy on the buildings because it's too big, but they could potentially find Ringo.
He can track beans that have his spores in them already.
Yes.
His price is, however, that he wants another sample from one of you.
So, that's about where we are now, because we're terrible at this.
Indecisiveness.
Yay!
If nothing else, you could deploy Oris to try to track Ringo. Just be like, Oris, do whatever the fuck it is, you wood elven bastard, whatever it is you do, and then he can find you later. And then you guys can go pursue another avenue. That's an option.
Mm-hmm.
Your NPCs are deployable assets.
I think that's smart.
Yeah.
The catch is, of course, is that as an NPC, I just roll once, and like that's it. That's the result.
And it's not
versus
exactly
like going into the situation yourselves. You guys can do a series of rolls. You can check your own actions, counteract their actions, stuff like that. Or it's just gonna be, that's it.
My money is not on Ringo. It's on the warehouses, scouting them out somehow. I don't think we will gain much from Ringo.
All we need is, like, if we can find him, to poke at his brain and figure out, like, which of the two locations is more likely.
I mean, one of the locations is much closer.
That's also
So,
true.
like, there's that. Yeah, the normal ports are like diagonally as far away as possible from the larger quarter.
That is assuming he even knows.
That is also a good point.
Shit.
We don't know what he knows. We only know that he has been in contact with Wise's stuff. He could be an opportunist who just happened to come across them. We don't know for sure. So any information we gain out of Ringo is first questionable, and second, we don't know what kind of information we can expect. So I think it's more resources wasted than we will.
Okay.
I will give you guys also the benefit of saying that you guys are discussing these plans while just traveling in a northerly direction. So it's
Heading towards the place.
heading towards some place. Just, you know that they're not in the Margin Grove quarter, so you're leaving that segment of the town.
Or are they?
Well, that'd be the mindfuck. That's how you use social deception. So, deploy Orist is what I'm hearing. And then you guys go pursue another avenue. So then the question is, what is your other avenue?
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
What was your other avenue? Chop shop, mushroom person, look into warehouses. I don't know. You can use a number of ideas.
How? Based on the map, about how much time would it take for us to check out those outposts outside of town? Like, if we had...
Ringo never told you where it is. He just told you that there's two outside of town. One on the beaches to the south, and one in the forest to the northeast.
Okay, so
Which
yeah,
is
that's garbage.
extremely vague to the point where it's like, yeah, that would take like probably a few days.
Yeah, you guys gave him a map, and then the map is a city map, not a world map. So he's like, and then you just sort of fucking walked off.
I think the forest is something we should check out at a later time, because
Yeah, it doesn't bear much merit. I thought he gave us direct, like, spots.
No, he weaseled out of direct answers.
But there could be, I think there is merit to checking out the forest at a later time, because we also know that, if I'm not mistaken, that's sort of the direction from which the two children came.
This is also true.
So there could be something worthwhile
Out there.
at a later time.
But right now, we have to have a little bit of focus.
Put a pin and put it on the corkboard on the conspiracy board.
Right next to lists of way to torture Ringo.
No, that one's relevant. You guys should have that in your pocket as a little pamphlet.
Yeah, fair.
It's
Like
time
a
to
little
Like a little
Boy Scouts
brochure.
guide. So yeah. What's your other avenue? I'm a push for us. Just give me an answer.
Should we just like
Where
go
else
to the
is-
first location, the closest location, and just like look around to see if there's like suspicious people or movements or anything?
Yeah. Send orders for Ringo. If anything, he can scout it out.
Yeah.
And then check out the building.
I built
Keep
building.
a watch out, because clearly we're being watched. Or keep an eye out, I should say.
There's Orist's sheet. There it is. So this is just straight tracking.
Does he have advantage because favorite terrain? No. What was the thing with Ranger?
You have 10 additional movement speed, opportunity attacks against your main disadvantage. If they're their favorite enemies or adversaries, you have like a different DC automatically for tracking them. And Orist doesn't like humans, so he doesn't get advantage. He just has a lower DC.
Ooh,
Okay.
19.
Guilty
though.
human.
Do we tell him to like go and find him and deliver him, or just go find where he is?
Up to you guys. Go. Go. Buddy, you're biting my foot.
I think having him. It's biased because I'm looking at the 27.
I mean, Ringo has been apprehended by Horus before, so you guys just tell him to repeat the process. Don't kill him.
I think.
Of course, there's the catch of dragging him through the streets,
That's
with
the thing.
arrows sticking out of him.
I mean, sewers exist.
Sewers do exist.
I think bringing Ringo to us rather than being like, oh, Ringo's over there, we have to go across the entire town again, will just be a waste of time.
So,
I say have Horus bring Ringo to us.
very well.
Okay.
So, Orist fucks off. you guys tell him this, and he says, "Very well." And then when you guys try to ask him like one last question, he's not there anymore.
By the way,
to be fair, you guys are getting swarmed. Like, there's a swarm of people around you. It's not that hard to just walk with them suddenly and just disappear.
We just got Batmaned.
He probably just like stood still for a second, let us take a few steps forward, and just like the crowd enveloped him.
Where's Wise? Where's Wise? Detonator. Anyways, so you guys head over to the area that Zella, Marcone, whatever, described to you, the northern part of the market district, in an attempt to find out where among this block, we'll say, for simplicity's sake, a block, neighborhood, whatever, where among it is the hideout that